Hello and welcome back for part 12 of the Malekith One Settlement campaign, where we just
Dread Lord of the Druid.
sacked the second city of Safaris, and next turn hopefully raise it and then head up towards Trelinia. Don't think they have much more. Oh, I guess they do have this one inside.
My guards stand
Just
ready.
check this. Okay, they've got 6 settlements, no armies, or not much in the way of armies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6. Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm thinking trying to sort of focus on and eliminate one of the high elf factions could be pretty nice here. I was thinking in terms of focusing on Etain, so Tyrion's faction, which also now includes Alariel, the Everqueen, but unfortunately quite a lot of his settlements don't have ports. Yeah, there's a couple on the inside of the ring here that I should go after at some point. Alright, in any case, Black Ark down in the south has done what it can for this turn. Let's see about heroes. Okay, so Tharian...
In Father's name, no.
Tharian doesn't have a huge army here.
An insult to Ivrest.
To put it mildly.
What concoctions! Forward!
It doesn't have troops down in Toraves either.
Another whisper, another time.
Yeah, I've actually got all 3 of my agents slightly clumped up here, which is a little redundant. I suppose I can have one of them just sort of rotate background counterclockwise. Yeah, there's one who's also out of action for a few turns because she got wounded, although that's not really costing me too much. Okay, so the next Black Ark is getting there, but slowly. So let's go ahead and move on more or less due south. We're not at war with Trace here.
The ocean awaits.
Not exactly sure what I want this Black Ark to do. I guess well, if I have nothing better to do, I can just pick up these, you know, sea encounters, I suppose. So that rounds out the full stack. Now, none of my units have any experience. That's not a huge deal. We also don't have any magic. That's a little more of a concern. So I need to just be aware that this army is quite a lot less powerful than my primary Black Ark. Yeah, getting some experience from the sea battles would be quite nice, I think. Just having a look over here.
What do you seek? Speak whilst you can. We will hear you.
Yeah, these ones are just not... I mean, they don't... Yeah, they even have a positive tolerance to Nagarond, but not much else going for us, and they've got, yeah, they're not interested in a non-aggression pact. Okay, well, fair enough. I don't think they're particularly likely to attack me. They're at war with the Exiles of Nehek. If anything, I think the thing I need to actually do something about soonest is these Savage Orcs. So, what I think will happen is they'll make their way up this way, then they'll stand in the Nagaron territory and raid us, and that's going to be pretty annoying because that'll essentially free a bunch of my slaves. I mean, I can get them back and I'm fine on money, it's just irritating.
My cruelty knows no limits.
So we'll see if I can possibly take those orcs out. Don't think they should be too strong. I imagine, yeah, they're not going to have like a full stack of big uns. There'll be some lower tier units in there too. Admittedly, this army hasn't been doing any fighting recently, and so it's not amazingly strong. But I will have the Sorceress. Yeah, I'll have the Sorceress. I also have the 2 Masters who are reasonably high level. I also have the ability from Nagarond, the Lure of the Pale Queen. So,
Malekith.
should be okay. Unfortunately, Yeah, this Black Ark is brand new, and so I can't really recruit more units.
Chill wind.
Yep, I think I will just...
My skills are yours.
I think I'll just leave this and see what the Savage Orcs do.
Everything to prove.
Okay, you guys don't need to move, that's fine. Guess that's everything then. Yeah, so we still have... We don't want to change the war targets yet because neither of those cities have actually been taken.
Far beneath.
So there's an army recruiting there, and I believe there's a full stack somewhere commanded by Alariel, maybe on the inside circle. And Tyrion himself has come in and built up a full, or is building up a full stack in Toran Rock. Though that's not really... Yeah, it's slightly out of position, honestly, to deal with as Dark Elves, at least. And Arnheim...
Acquit yourself well.
Okay, this is interesting. Maybe... Who are they fighting here? I think they might be fighting Nagaryth. Right? Yeah, so I think Nagaryth has actually taken the ancient city of Quintex. We haven't encountered them yet, so I can't see exactly what they have territory-wise, but yeah, I think that's what happened. I'll focus on Ulthuan for now, but heading back over here and trying to get Marathi, basically all this territory too, would certainly be something to work towards longer term. We do need to take, yeah, if I go here, short campaign victory, I mean, I do need my vassals, well, in this campaign, military allies, to hold a bunch of these specific provinces. Yeah, we also need to have a lot of these, like, capitals held too. Yeah, this is probably harder to do, actually. Anyway, let's move on, see how our allies do in their sieges. Okay, so I guess they just sacked that army that Safri, or that settlement Safri recaptured, but should be able to take it next turn. Don't know why they didn't just occupy it. Doesn't look like there's any enemy troops around, but it's fine. Nice, okay. Oh, but you just sacked it. Oh, and then they went and occupied it. Okay, great. So this went perfectly. Ivres or someone else wasn't able to come up and react and actually deal with Hellebrand's army. So now she has a foothold in Ulthuan. Now she has still basically 2 stacks. It didn't look like she really took damage in terms of losing units. So that's really nice. Okay, Dreadfleet has a full stack here, but they're at war with Lothern and not any of the Dark Elves, I believe. So that's okay. I might actually be helping the Dreadfleet out more than Marathi by raising the Safri settlements on the east coast here. But I'm not going to worry about that. I think we can go deal with the Dreadfleet ourselves if necessary. Like, I just don't think they're really going to be able to get that strong. These Savage Orcs are just hanging out raiding Karen Carr. That's okay. Oh, that's a good follower. I probably don't want that on her though. Let's see. Maybe just on this Admiral?
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Yes, the Factor can go on to someone else. Oh, this should be assigned on Malekith. I guess it doesn't matter. It may even already have one. So, income for more buildings, casualties captured post. battle. Okay, so the casualties captured post-battle is nice, but I still want this on Malekith, because this plus 10% is actually a big deal in Nagarond, which is where all my money's coming from, obviously. So let's just have a look here. So 2746.
Merciless.
We can get to the Razor Standard. Oh, I guess we won't see the amount increase this turn, but still. It's good to get transferred over.
What?
Druki sorceress.
Okay, you got to rank 8, which is great. So I either want to... Yeah, no, I think I just want to have her, this sorceress, head on down to Ulthuan 2, possibly join up with this Black Ark. Oh, is she heading by land? Oh, I guess that's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, in fact, that's nice. It lets me just get a sense for who has large armies in the interior, whatever.
My lord?
Yeah, so someone else can just have that envoy. It's kind of wasted on Malekith, or rather, not wasted, but Malekith could have other things. Okay, this does not need to be on Malekith. That should actually be on... I think I can stick that on one of my admirals.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
May as well just give them these extra banners too. Not that they make a huge difference. Oh, and income from trade, sure. Why not, I suppose? Yeah, so I could transfer the envoy. Right, I think this is the one I want to switch over. Do I have any armor to give you? Not really. It's fine. So, the army here is completed. Let's go ahead and
Feared by all. We have a deal.
hit up this wreck. If I take damage here, I should be able to go into the territory now held by Helebron. I guess it's not an event that I took damage on anyway. Sword of Bloodshed, Trunk of Maps. Alright, not bad. Guess you can go ahead and equip that sword. Yeah, no more upgrades to do here. Just out of curiosity, I was afraid of this. Yeah, because they sacked Tyranite, they took it at tier 1.
Feel my power.
But she's pretty much at full strength here. She can't recruit any good new units, but provided she can actually hold on to this, that'll be good. I think I want to try and set a war coordination target this turn, just to make sure, or like at least try and push her in the direction I wanted to go. Where's her other army? Hang on. She had a second stack here. Did you disband that second army for some reason? Sadly, I think she must have, because otherwise I'd have shared line of sight. That's not great. Okay, though.
Sail, damn you!
Yeah, wasn't Helebron leading an army herself? Alright, whatever. Okay, so Safri's rebuilding troops here in the White Tower, but
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
Marathi's got
Dreadlord of the Druki.
decent amounts of troops recruiting here. Okay.
Dreadlord of the Druki. I admire your darkness.
Well, yeah, I think let's
Dreadlord.
stay the course.
Kill them!
Make this attack aiming to
The thrill of
raise
battle
this settlement.
awaits. Death and carnage await. Dreadlord! Eager for battle!
Okay, so the only thing I have to do here is try to not let my
Shades!
sorceress or shades or whatever get shot too much, but otherwise there's nothing that can go wrong.
Feared by all!
Setting forth! Aria Sarius! Striking out! Advance! Elfry and Aha! Onward! With pleasure! Going!
Yeah, we actually have
Shades!
so many troops here, we're going to have to redeploy
Merciless warriors!
them to actually be in line of sight. That's fine though.
Tarathan! Shenlu! All powerful!
Right, I think I might have taken a tiny bit of damage on my sorcerers there, but it's okay. Yeah, I think we got them. May have taken one or two casualties, but not more than that. All I would need to keep her at full health is basically a healing potion that I could use once per battle for 1500 health, or even the there's another potion that heals for like 1000, but yeah, haven't been rolling any of those items on the magic item drop tables, I guess.
Cain honors
Okay, we didn't
me.
actually lose anyone. Great, and
God's
yeah, go ahead and
protector
raise this.
power at last. Lord of the Black Court.
Alright, so here I was working on the red line. Let's just have a quick look at this. So that's an interesting buff. Magic resistance for all units. Enables magical attacks for Lord's army. I think that's kind of a double-edged sword, because there's definitely units like the dwarves where that would actually result in doing less damage because they actually have better magic than physical resistance. Research rate plus 10%, that's good too. Melee attack plus 5 for all units. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, probably should have paid a little more attention to these. So unassailables only when defending. Okay, I don't care about that one. Unfortunately, weapon strength doesn't affect missile strength. If it did, this would be excellent. Okay. Right, I will pick those up at some point. Let's just go for... We need to put 2 more points into this before I can work my way further up this line. Oh no, 3 more points. Okay, so let's just max out Sheath Master since that's the only other unit I have. So yeah, this boosts Shades, this boosts the Bolt Throwers. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, we used a lot of movement, that's okay. And we can't build anything.
Yes.
Yes, it's 14 surplus for this next building. Yeah. Okay, so I think I will go ahead and grab the monster path here. Maybe pick up a couple of Hydras to add to this army, and can just do that from next turn.
A bloodthirsty fiend,
Alright, this Death Hag leveled up.
malicious and
Uh,
cruel.
What's her trait? Cruel. Not great. Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm really going to be
Cruel purpose.
interested in putting this Death Hag into an army. I don't think it matters too much how I level her up.
Ever onwards.
Yeah, no other troops here, that's useful to see. Okay, can this assassin do anything? No, assault units is what I want. Assault garrison, Alright, I guess I'll just have him here and just keep an eye on the White Tower. Okay, you can't get here next turn even if you basically force march, so let's not bother with that.
A black-hearted rogue.
Okay, let's try and find some of these other high elf armies if we can. Ooh, rank 31 assassin of Marathis, that's funny. I guess she did, yeah, this is possibly the guy she started with. She does start with an assassin. Alright, you're heading down there, you're still hanging out. It's all fine. Yeah, you don't need to move. Okay, got some new research. So we picked up Broken by the Lash, which doesn't give really... Oh, hold on, never mind. I was about to say that doesn't really help us too much. Income from slaves plus 10%, yeah, that's worth picking up. There is some extra little boost for shades here. Yeah, armor for shades. And I believe there's, yeah, campaign movement range is good too. There's also one with discount on shade upkeep. And a boost for leadership. Okay, yeah, so we'll gradually work our way up. Yeah, that's the discount for upkeep. We'll gradually work our way up here. I think these are the big ones though, for boosting shades and bolt throwers. Okay, that's everything. I wonder if I should
What do you want?
just take a look at Dreadfleet here. So they only have the one settlement, which is Galleon's Graveyard. They're at War of Attain, Bordelot, and Carcassonne. They're not particularly strong. They have an okay opinion of me.
I will listen to
Might
the
take a
groveling.
non-aggression pact. So let's just have a look at their relations with Marathi. Okay, Marathi doesn't particularly like them, but that's just the aversion. If I look at the other way around, what's your view of... Yeah, what's your opinion of Noctilus? Oh, I possibly can't see the rating because I don't see a settlement of theirs. Okay, no worries. Well, he could cause some... He could be a nuisance here, but I think...
Death and destruction.
Oh, I think I'll leave it. As in, I don't think I'll go for a non-aggression pact with the Dreadfleet. I can see that just backfiring if there was a war between him and Marathi that breaks out. Obviously, we want to fight on Marathi's side.
Hag of Cain! Druki Lord.
Alright, that's it for this turn, I think. Okay, hopefully this army's coming down to support Marathi and she actually launches the siege and takes the city now. Nice. Okay, very good. So provided she can hold on to that, I mean, that gives her a major settlement, which she hasn't had with the little bits of territory she's taken here. It's also a very good settlement. So I'm definitely feeling pretty good about things for my allies here. And Croton Hellborn was there. I guess she was in ambush stance, so it just didn't show that she was there on my turn. Weird. Anyway, I'm very glad to see they didn't just disband this army. AI sometimes does random stuff like that, so... Alright, and they've taken the Phoenix Gate. Nice. Yeah, so it looks like Hellebrand, this timing actually works out great, because now Hellebrand gets the threat in the inner parts of Ulthuan, and like Attain doesn't have enough armies to fight on all fronts. Another full stack being sent down. Yeah. Cautiously optimistic about everything right now. Can all go wrong, of course. Ah, and he's actually... Yeah. So he had no interest in fighting Marathi, he just goes after Attain. That's good. Certainly happy with him being around to do that. It's like enemy of an enemy is my friend sort of thing. Yeah, so this is a possibly scary army of Alarial. It's too bad I don't have my Black Ark over here, because she's actually at sea and I could help Marathi out by beating that army, but no worries. Maybe I want to have the Black Ark head over there though anyway. Alright, the Orcs have zogged off somewhere else. Good, good.
Dread Lord of the Druki.
Yeah. I think I like the idea of
Our revenge is at hand.
actually heading back in to the inside. There's a few ports I could raise here. I think continuing out on this side actually doesn't do much because, yeah, there's this minor settlement, but I mean they're not. Oh, they are recruiting out of it actually. Okay.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about the strength of these troops plus Alarial. I mean, this army's going to be strong, I imagine.
Dread Lord of the Druki. Black-hearted Dreadlord.
I think I will swing back around.
Sail, damn you!
So I have the choice between getting at the beasts building going or force marching. I'm just going to force march, I think.
With haste!
Getting into this territory might actually give us replenishment too. It does not, okay. Yeah, there's also this Black Ark of Marathis, but I really haven't seen her make particularly good use of that.
Nagaroth.
Okay, we'll just have to see what happens here. I mean, I imagine Marathi's going to take some losses, but shouldn't be too
Set the sails.
too bad. Right, nothing more to build there. That's fine. You just go ahead and keep trekking cross country. So funny that no one's come and occupied these ruins. Like, Haganeth doesn't have any enemies up here. I really expected she would grab them. There's one thing this campaign's taught me, it's, yeah, just little habits like that of the AI that I wouldn't normally have paid attention to. Okay, you're close to at least getting that up to rank 2, which is a start. And 2 more turns until Nagarond can get to tier 5, and we now have enough growth built up that I can go ahead and demolish the growth building in advance of wanting to build one of the top tier buildings, so that's all great. Alright, so everything's done up here. Then
Worthy servant.
this guy. Maybe just come down here and watch this army. I suspect we may be about to lose line of sight around here if Marathi gets, or you know, Marathi's armies get wrecked.
I am the first sorcerer.
She took Lothan at tier 3, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. And she got an extra sorceress capacity. Good. Very happy about that. Okay,
They are adequate.
just quickly go through the other heroes around Ulthuan. I think you can keep an eye on Tyrion maybe, see what direction he heads in. He's still here for now, alright. And then this Death Hag. Yeah, so what do they actually have over this way? They are building more troops. Alright, well, why don't you hang out there and just keep an eye on them. Looks fine. Yeah, I don't think there's any need to set war coordination targets right now. I think it would just sort of disrupt what Haganeth and Marathi are already doing. Like, I didn't set the objective for the Phoenix Gate, but Halibron just beelined for it. And now she is poised to just, like, take over quite a big chunk of territory here in the north, actually. And she's got another lord building up. Yeah, I think Helebrand's going to be in great shape. Now, has she met... No diplomatic contact. Okay, so she hasn't actually met Marathi. I'd be very surprised if there was an issue with them fighting against one another, given they have me as a mutual ally and so many mutual enemies, but that would be pretty disastrous if I had to choose sides. Yeah, I don't think it's likely. I'm not worrying about it. Okay, so this ship's coming in, or this Black Ark army's coming in. Didn't actually see... Okay, so Alariel landed here. Oh wow, so Noctilus probably is going to fight her. That'd be good for me. Oh, never mind. Marathi's fighting her. And looks like Marathi won. Okay, that works. Okay, so can she reach here? No, I guess not, if she's force marching. She's splitting her armies up. I'm not sure I like that. It's okay though. Well, we definitely did a good job of selling invading Ulthuan. I mean, this is the 4th stack she's sending. Okay. Oh, the Safri army actually came out at sea. That's interesting. Oh, and they sunk Marathi's Black Ark. That is unfortunate. Yeah. I wonder if I can reach that army with my Black Ark. Probably a bit out of range.
Lord of the Black
Oh no.
Court.
Oh, we can get there.
Admire your darkness.
They're going to be pretty depleted. Yeah, I think this is definitely an attack I want to make.
Cruel and
Revenge. Let's just see if I move over to...
die.
Just interested in whether I start to pick up replenishment by being close to Marathi's territory here, but I guess this is contested still. Yeah, we don't... So, Marathi doesn't own enough of these territories to have complete ownership over this waterway. That's fine.
Kill them.
Now, if this army retreats, I guess, yeah, we probably can't catch them. Okay, well...
Plotting a course.
Hmm...
No mercy.
No, just out of range.
This is absurd.
Right, there's just Swordmasters and just a handful of other stuff. I don't really care what this army does. I don't think it can even... Well, it can run away from us, but it can't actually threaten more of Marathi's stuff, which is the main thing. Now, can we get in position to actually attack anything next turn? Hmm. Yeah, probably not. Oh, I should have an agent come give me vision of Guy and Vale, which I didn't do before.
Bride of madness.
Why don't you, can you try and wound this one? Sure.
Their doom is
It's not a great
foretold.
chance to succeed, but
Have I displeased Cain?
it's kind of experience. I've got more money than I'm spending, so...
Nobody can stand against me.
Yeah, I guess I just
Anchors away.
try and make sure this army doesn't get through to the south or something. There's definitely enough armies this way that Angariel is going to be safe. Alright, and now I will start building Yep, this building tree. Eventually I'll pick up a couple of... I can probably pick up all 3 of these actually, because I'll eventually demolish the growth building, but they're not a huge priority.
Chosen of Hecate.
Alright.
Best for me. This is real military might.
I'm just sticking these in Malekith's armies, so I'm not endlessly being told to that they don't have movement.
The cold winds rise.
So looking at this, I've got 2 building slots opening up, and this is what I'd like to have. Malekith is definitely one of the ones I want. And then I think I decided to go for this building too. Yeah, Lord Recruit rank +1. I mean, it's not much, but I think it's the best bonus I can get. And I'll pass on the Towers of the Blackguard because it sort of just boosts Blackguard, and I'm not interested in them really. So let's go ahead and get that started.
Everywhere.
You can get up to size 2.
I'll turn the snow red.
Slaves are dropping a little bit just because of not fighting more battles, but
My skills are yours.
so
I know the way.
I've got so much money built up. I think it's actually very good to have a big pot of money because later in the game, quite a bit later, like I don't know, 50, 60 turns later, we will have to deal with chaos up in the north here, and I imagine that's going to have to involve like recruiting lords, not just black arcs, but actually lords who can fight on land, and that's going to get very expensive if I'm transferring all my units from say 2 or 3 black arcs into a lord's army on the land. So that's when having, you know, hundreds of thousands of gold treasury would be great, because then if I'm losing, you know, 15 grand a turn on upkeep or whatever it is, just maintaining big enough armies to actually fight chaos. Yeah, we can afford that.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Upkeep down, attrition down. Okay, fair enough. I was hoping for some battles here actually. I think this Skull Reef should give us one.
Dread Lord of the Druki.
Nice, and I have enough population surplus for another building. This should go straight to this. Gives us the Bolt of Spite, gives me upkeep reduction, recruitment capacity. Yep. Very nice.
I cannot.
I will not.
Can you assassinate this noble? Yeah, again, not a great chance to succeed, but relatively little cost. Oh, and it did succeed. Great.
A black-hearted rogue.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Alright, I think that is going to be everything.
Feel my power.
Just have a quick check of strength ranking. Yeah, really not too much to worry about from any of the high elves. Oh, this reminds me. Okay, reliability's up from very low to low. Coda Liberaris has been expanding a bit.
Hush!
We
When I sit on my throne.
Yeah, this is a silly war to be in. It's not costing us a great deal, but I'd like to get out of it when I can.
The Sisters of Twilight.
So you've got 3 settlements. Exiles and the Heck are down to 3. It's a bit hard to tell who's really winning up here. Maybe the minor Dark Elf factions, actually.
Cruel Dreadlord.
Yeah.
Yes.
Forge Band are doing quite well, but they're not... Yeah, they've definitely suffered some military losses. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, here comes Tyrion. He's actually heading north, that's interesting. So long as Halbrand doesn't force march an army into his attack range, I think that's the sort of worst case scenario. Okay, so the full stack came out this way. Oh, Marathi herself comes to take out this army that I went for. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Marathi didn't really need my help here at all, in the end. And she's grabbed that settlement. I may have already kind of done enough to where Halbrand and Marathi kind of can take Ulthuan from here. I'll still have the Black Arcs just like do any raiding, sacking, etc. they can.
Malekith, Lord of the Black Town.
Okay, you want some money. Your strength rank 1. I probably could refuse this with no penalty, but I've got enough money that I'm happy to make that donation. Yeah, so she just took Tour Savoie and Evershale. Yeah. I think the question here is how strong Tyrion's army is and whether he's going to be able to claw back some of this territory. If he's not strong enough to do that, I think the High Elves are pretty close to done. I mean, it'll take a while to actually like fully secure Ulthuan, but I'm not seeing much resistance. That'd be great. If Noctilus, yeah, Noctilus coming and laying siege to Fool's Anvil, that's helpful. Good, good, good. The Witch King's plan is all coming together nicely. Okay, that's Hagoneth grabbing another Black Arc. Alright. Assassination failure. This Death Hag's back. Oh, you're kidding me. She spawns back up in Nagorond. Oh well.
Murderous lord.
It is what it is.
Priestess
I guess with that in mind, we just send her off to do some ruin exploration. Oh, still can't explore those ruins again yet. Okay, I'll have a walk that way anyhow. Maybe I can come down here. Yeah, there we go. And this master's just been gathering experience slowly in the background. Yeah, may as well just grab Deadly Onslaught. This upgrade's finally available, very nice.
Curse this snow.
What now?
And get this barracks up to tier 2. I don't think there's any real need to strengthen this army. Once I get Shades, I have the option of either sending out another Black Arc with Shades or replacing this army with a Shade stack and then possibly having Malekith finish these other unique item quest lines. I'll just decide which to do when the time comes.
A vile plan. The ocean awaits.
Might be worth declaring war on Trace here. I mean, they haven't got much either. Yeah. I could have this, yeah, so I'll grab this Skull Reef and then I'll come over here and possibly blow up Elysia.
Dreadlord of Nagoroth.
Yeah, this is rank 5 now, so growing very fast. And yeah, 2 or 3 turns and I'll be able to grab another building.
What desires?
Alright, let's have you... I think I'll have you attempt to wound one of these High Elves, whichever one has the most chance. That's 27%. That's 22%. Oh, that's Cavill, the one named after Henry Cavill. That's funny.
Enemies of Cain shall fall.
Alright, that was a failure, but she did rank up.
Malicious and cruel.
Yeah, she's gonna be. I can imagine these heroes on Ulthuan just trying to like roll wounds and assassination attempts. So let's just build up campaign skills.
Ulthuan curs at every turn.
And okay, we've got line of sight to the guy in Vale. Yeah, they have half a. Oh no, they've only got 5 units there. Okay, so they're going to be probably pretty tricky to take.
Not possible.
Have you actually come in contact with
Sorceress of bronze.
them? Yes, excellent. So they're at plus 200. That's really good. I mean, it makes sense that. Yeah, even if. Even in a campaign where I wasn't working with both of them, I don't think they'd have any problem with one another, and they're already at trusted friends, so that's good.
I speak for the Druki. What is it you desire?
Yeah, so Marathi also has a defensive alliance with Forgebound, that's worth keeping in mind.
Dreadlord!
Right, I've got a non-aggression patch with them.
Welcome. The Black Court will hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, just focus on the High Elves. I don't think anything else really demands our attention.
Lord of Fear.
Kind of makes sense to either wipe out or ally with the other minor Dark Elf factions, but let's tackle that later. Okay, now you've maxed out all your magic. Yeah, so I've got 10 more skill points before she's completely maxed out. I really am never going to need a cold one over the Dark Pegasus, so it's just a case of what down here I work on. Probably Specialist, Black Army, Wound.
Lord of the Black Court.
Okay, so what does Tyrion have? Oh, we can't see yet. Ah, she's too strong or whatever to be assassinated.
No.
Swordmasters, Rangers, Spearmen. Okay, not an amazing army, but it is pretty strong. Yeah, a pair of a dragon and a phoenix.
What is your
I'm a little concerned about. Well, Hellbourne has a bunch of low tier units here, but he also has Shades, Bolt Throwers, Doomfire Warlocks. It's not a terrible army. I think we'll just have to see what happens here.
Bloody-handed priestess.
Let me.
Tyrant. Such slaughter awaits.
Head up this way,
Set the sails.
in case there's an opportunity for me to take Tyrion out if he stays in Whitefire Tor or whatever. Yes, I could.
By Cain!
Could force sail, but it looks like I might be able to reach even without doing that. And that would let me sit still and grab this building upgrade, so let's do that. Yeah, still not getting replenishment. It must be. Yeah, it's just the rules about the contested water territory.
The winds stir.
Right. I think this is the last guy I need to move. Let's have a shot at assassinating that noble. Nice.
They serve me well.
I guess this is sort of Kane to kind of keep an eye on. So who has that? Baltharion. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not concerned about him. I mean, he's fighting Trace, like. I think the chances of a strong army plus the Lord with the Sword of Cain like actually being an obstacle for us is just not very high. Yeah, I really don't think there's a need to spend slaves on these rights. Wish you could get Black Arcs more frequently, but that's... I mean, they're so powerful that you can't complain on that front, honestly. Yeah, so this is oof. Okay, so he did manage to wipe out that army of Haganeths. I wonder if she can counterattack from Tour Savoir. Oh! That was unexpected. I didn't even realize that other Dark Elf factions could confederate when you play as Nagarond. So, Mom, i.e. Marathi, just confederated Haganeth and now controls all her stuff. Interesting. I mean, I guess that's fine. Yeah, like I say, my understanding was that if you played as one of the major Dark Elf factions, then the minor Dark Elf factions would not be able to confederate. I thought that's how it worked with every race, actually. Obviously I was wrong. So now this is all owned by Marathi. Guess that means there's going to be a bunch of Chaos Corruption starting. Which is fine. This could work out well. I mean, yeah, having a single ally rather than two, I guess, has advantages. We'll see. Marathi's still at war with quite a few people. Should just make herself so much stronger, though. Yeah. Don't think my Black Ark's going to be able to take out Tyrion, unfortunately. I think he's going to just stay inland and go after these other armies. Military alliance negotiated between the Forge Bound and the Cult of Pleasure. Okay. So that must mean Marathi can also confederate these other minor factions, right? Surely.
Acknowledge.
Yeah, so presumably...
Enter and speak.
Right, I
The
mean,
time
she's...
is a luxury of
that hasn't
which you
affected
have
our relations at all. She's now the strongest faction in the world, which doesn't surprise me. How many settlements does she have? 21. Okay.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Malevolent Lord.
Oh, and I am just short of being able to reach Whitefire Tor.
I approve of these dark deeds. Attack!
Or am I? No, it looks like I can make it. Okay. Great. I won't auto-resolve this, just in the interest of taking minimal damage, but...
Draw your blades, we fight!
they don't really have a chance for any of the garrison. Probably can sack this, actually. That would give me a bit of replenishment. If I can draw Tyrion's army out and have them actually come out to sea and attack my Black Ark, I think that's great, because I'm sure I can beat him, and that would stop him going after Marathi's forces. Alright, nice open battlefield. Not much in the way of strategy needed here.
Shades!
Yeah, so I'll just use Black Ark abilities and my spells.
Swift! Moving forward!
Drop a fireball in there. Cavalry.
Orior! Battle call!
Oh, I guess. Oops. Guess I can't see them.
Come, Malekith! On to murder! Outcry!
Alright, pretty decent damage there from spells. And don't believe I took any damage.
Now! Star rises!
Alright, they dodged the Sword of Stone, but that's not a problem. It's mostly just doing it to disrupt them. Yeah, so both the units of archers are broken. They've got their Illyrian Reavers, but they're about to get shot to death. Yep. Don't think they got a single kill.
Bolt throwers! I go for.
Alright, one guy died. Two guys died. Oh, that's acceptable.
Going! Dreadlord!
Cry and aha! Oriole! Oriole! Oriole!
Bolt throwers!
Shades! Merciless warriors!
Alright, telling everyone to fire at their their noble was probably a bit excessive, but we've got them anyway. Close to picking up gold experience chevrons on my shades, and my admiral's also close to getting the skill that boosts stats on the gold tier unit, so that's working out well too. Yeah, shade stack's just been really solid, as I expected it would be. By the time I get all the upkeep discounts, I'm pretty sure I can field like 5 full stacks of shades in Black Arcs, absolutely no problem, just off the income from Nagarand. It's that combination of the Black Arcs not counting as an army for the supply lines, plus the slave mechanic for the income. It's like, yeah, I mean that's why this faction's the best for the single settlement challenge, I think.
The gods protect.
Yeah, this is a nice amount of golden slaves, and I do like that replenishment, so let's go ahead and just sack it. Alright, well, pretty
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
interesting few turns with Marathi taking over Hellebrand.
Bloody-handed
We'll see longer term how that pans out. It does mean that Marathi will hold eventually the whole of Ulthuan rather than having to share it, so that's kind of good, I guess. Anyway, thank you for watching, that'll do it for this part, and I'll be back for the next one.